Hi, you guys. Welcome back to the Legacy Liftoff series. We got a lot going on. As you can see tonight, we're still talking about the ebook empowerment. I'm going to pull it up on the share screen in a few minutes, but I want to say hello to each and every one of you guys. I hope you are having a great evening. It is already Wednesday. My God. I am so happy. I am just so happy. Everything, like when, how, if you're so used to, look, if you're so used to things happening in your life, right? And you're used to things happening like, oh, no, I didn't. Didn't mean to do that, y'all. Touched the wrong thing. Okay, let me push that out the way and bring this over here. So, there we go. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Let's do this right here. There we go. All right. Um. Uh. If you're so used to, why do it look like I'm in the wrong spot? I think it's because of the way I have my webcam. Okay. Either way it goes. Okay. I should have fixed it earlier, but I didn't. I've moved some stuff around in my room, and it's kind of changed some things. There we go. But anyway, so we today I look, when I say you have to do that cleansing, that doing the whole 9 yards, well, I did that today. It was way overdue, and I needed to do it. And I was able to get some time where I was like, I got to do this, I got to do this, I got to do that. Yeah, I'm not vain or anything. I just don't like my hair looking kind of crazy when I'm on set. Is that how you say it? So anyway, so I said, look, I gotta do something different. I gotta do something different. I gotta make stuff happen. I gotta move stuff around. So I kind of did that. I kind of, and then like it just kind of gave me that enlightening feeling. So I'm feeling good about that. I'm feeling very good about being able to do that. And having that little extra burst of energy. So yeah, so we're going to talk about legacy liftoff. And look, you guys, and I know I haven't had a chance to tell you guys this, but I have a journal coming out. I am still in the throes of putting it together. You know how sometimes you get frustrated with a project and you say, no, you know what? That's all right. I'm gonna put it down. So I kind of put that project down, and it's been down for a minute. Been about down for about 2 weeks. Yeah, about 2 weeks. But I'm gonna pick it back up and start working back on it again because I need to get it out. Because I got some projects I got to get out for March, and then I got some projects I got to get out for April. So I'm trying to stay in the rim of getting all this stuff done. We have this. Oh my God, I'm so excited. We have this. This is going to happen in April. It's going to be a 6 week course that we're going to be doing, program that is, and I'm excited about that. It's called Unshaken, right? And I can't wait. I'm excited. This is just going to open up a door for you to understand what your power is and how you're going to work with it. I'm only going to be looking for no more than about 5 to 10 people. That's it. 5 to 10 people. Not looking for a whole bunch of people because I want this to be more intimate and more, about us. So definitely going to be looking for that. Um, I'm excited for that. So we're going to be rolling that out probably in the month of March. I'm getting everything set up to do that. But yeah, we're going to have a good time because this is going to be an opportunity for you to whatever setback you've had, whatever doubt that you had, we want to be able to at least give you that opportunity to fix that setback, to come back, to bounce back. And I actually have done a whole book and a workbook talking about setbacks. So this is going to be very good. This is definitely going to help somebody. Um, we got that. We got Rooted and Rising Radio coming. Okay. Um, I'm trying to see if I can have it launched before the end of this month because this is my month. You guys, Monday is my birthday. Yay! Yeah, Monday is my birthday. So I'm going to be working on seeing if it would be nice if I could be ready to launch Monday, but I won't be in town to launch Monday, so I can't do it. But anyway, so I want to definitely get rooted and rising, moving, up and running. Um, and then we'll get the journal done. So those are like the three main projects I'm doing right now is rooted and rising, the journal, and the 6 week unshaken seminar we're going to be doing. Um, I'm excited about that. And don't forget, first Monday of every month, right? What are we doing? Our next one is March the 1st, I think it is. Let me see what day that is. That's going to be falling under. That is going to be falling under the first. Oh, it's going to be falling under the second, the same day as February. Wow, that's interesting. It's going to be falling under the same day. The first Monday of March is going to be on the 2nd of March, which is going to be our next webinar. Um, excited about that. Very, very much so excited. Let me look at my settings real quick here. I need to switch something up. There we go. Okay. Cancel. There we go. Okay. So, and I know we haven't been doing any journal prompts. I know we haven't. We haven't done any affirmations, and we're supposed to be doing affirmations. I get that. I get that. We will be. Let's see here. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I hope that's some good information that I left you guys with that you have, but we're going to go ahead and get started with our show for tonight. I mean, I don't want to say show, but our, what's the name? Oh, I want to share something else with you guys. Guess what I did? I finally went and got me a journal. You guys, I'm 10 days out for not having a journal for the month because I ran out of my notebook is done. All those I had 2 notebooks. I've done all those. So I said, let me go cute. So I found this, believe it or not, at City Trends for $5.99. See, can you see that price? There we go. Yeah, and it is so cute. So I'm not going to tell you what I already put in here, but I'm going to show you. It came with the pen and everything. It came with a gold pen. I love the color gold. Um, and this all matches. If you could see my table, my desk setting, my desk pad is pink. Everything is pink. Okay. So let's see here. This is my first page. Okay. I mean, that's the second page. My first page. Because I'm kind of late. Okay. I'm 10 days late. So this is my second page. Okay. I mean, my first page. That's my second page. So I found me a couple more stickers because I'm a sticker fanatic. Okay. It keeps me motivated. So I love my stickers. I love how they fit just right for everything I'm talking about. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me pull this up. La 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 la. Okay, here we go. So let's go back a little bit. Let's do a little bit reviewing. Okay. We before we got to that, we talked about being flexible, having a flexible schedule, being able to move around, being adaptable. Remember, I told you those are 2 good things to have, is being able to do the adaptability and the flexibility. Moving around, maybe things have to change in a quickness. You have to be ready to do that. We talked about developing a daily routine, right? This time, creating a system that works for you. Remember, I told you I used a time block system, but there are other kinds of systems that you can definitely use. And I think we shared a couple of them. Knowing how to say no, okay? Understanding that if this is about you, it's about you, and you need to know how to say no to things that are going to be taking a lot of time away from what you need to be doing for yourself. Knowing what your priorities are, okay? What's priority, right? Again, because we're going backwards. So we talked about the Eisenhower matrix, okay? How that works, right? Um, let's see here. You're visualizing your techniques for success, visualizing, putting them down, or actually looking at how you're doing it. You can do that digitally, or like what I do is when it comes to time managing, I told you guys I turned um, my closet door in here into a chalkboard. So I actually write, I got my chalk right here, and I actually use chalk. Here's a bigger piece. And then I just found a box of color chalk. So you know I'm about to really have some fun. Um, blocking out time and stuff and using that to make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, right? And it's all right. Let me say this. I want to say this. We're getting ready to talk about procrastination. It's fine to procrastinate. There's nothing criminal about procrastinating, right? Because um, sometimes when we overwhelm ourselves with a lot of stuff, it does kind of get us to the point where we don't want to do anything anymore, or for that moment, and that can become a hindrance to what we really are supposed to be doing. But it's not a crime. Okay, keep in mind, procrastination is not a crime. Knowing what your goals are they aligned with your values? How do you value yourself in the sense of when you're creating these goals? How do they mix? How do they match up? Right? You want that balance there, right? Um, yeah. So I'm kind of going backwards, setting personal and professional goals. That's very, very much very important. So we talk about time. I love that picture. That is such a gorgeous picture. All these pictures are gorgeous because hey, I made them. Um, and looking at your perspective, because as melanated women, we don't think like everybody else. We're taught to, but we really don't. We always have another way of doing things. And being what we call the norm is not really the norm for us, right? I'm just saying. Okay, so let's go here. I want it big enough so you guys can see. Okay, so we are. Oh, I passed it. Oh gosh, I was moving too fast. Here we go. Okay, so overcoming procrastination, understanding the roots of this is where we figure out what is procrastination and why do we do it? Why do we even waste our time doing it, right? What what are we missing that we have to procrastinate? That's the question, right? So procrastination is a common struggle for many melanated women in leadership roles and entrepreneurship. It's often stems from a complex interplay of societal pressures, personal expectations, and the unique challenges faced by women of color. Okay. Understanding these roots is crucial, right? To develop effective time management strategies that resonate with our loved experience. Or, excuse me, I said loved. It's actually lived experience. Okay. By acknowledging the factors that contribute to procrastination, we can begin to kind of dismantle them and create a pathway to productivity. Okay. So, one significant root of procrastination is the fear of failure. You know what? That is a good thing. Okay. The fear of failure. Okay. I'll accept that. This can be particularly pronounced in melanated women due to historical and systemic barriers. Wow, awesome. Okay, gotcha. It says this fear can be led to overwhelming hesitation, causing a delay in taking necessary actions, and recognizing that failure is often stepping stone to success. And this can help shift our mindset, embracing imperfections and allowing ourselves to be vulnerable can empower us to move forward in spite of our fears. Yes, yes, yes. I am totally 100% behind that because there's a many day that I hesitated on doing things. There are many days, and I'm not the only one. I know there's many of people. And I've talked to women who says, "Well, I'm afraid because of this and I want to, but I don't think I'm going to do it this way." Or, well, my thing is, if you're already putting doubt before you even get the ideal out, that's an issue in itself. You don't even have the ideal all way put together. It might be something you mentioned, right? And already you put a doubt there. Why? You didn't even get it out yet. Learn to get things out, think it through before you say, "Nah, I don't want to do that." I always wanted to write a book. I'm like this, write a book. I always wanted to walk barefoot in the yard or in the park. I just didn't walk barefooted in the yard or the park. Do it. What is going to hurt? And how are you feeling from that? I don't understand. Well, I always want, okay, just do it. I tell people that all the time. Just do it. Make it happen. Quit being so concerned about what other people care about. It's not you. And then when people are saying things about you, "Oh my God, I can't believe she walked barefooted on the nasty grass," right? So what? You did it. It was something you wanted to do. Why is it that everybody can do whatever they want, but once you try to do it, everybody got answers, issues, complaints? Stop worrying about what other people say and do. Do what you love to do. I want to go and run through a lily field and pick all the lilies. Do it. What's stopping you? Get permission from the person that you're in their field if it's not your field. "Hey, I just want to run through your field and pick lilies. Is that all right with you?" Sure, you can. What they going to tell you? No, you're not damaging anything. This is what I'm saying. We got to stop being so afraid of doing things. I'm telling you this and I'm telling me that because I do it myself. I get so bent out of shape when I feel like, "Oh my God, I better not do that." Because then you know what I'm doing? I'm mainly thinking about what other people think about me. Really. And people don't understand certain people's personalities. We can do many things. We can. We can do many things. And it's all right. You don't have to stick to one thing. To me, that's boring. It is. I like to take all the gifts that I've been blessed with and use them. That's what I like to do. I like to take all the gifts and put them to use because after a while, I won't be remembering that I can do that. Right? So I believe in whatever it is you want to do, step out on faith, step out on your own belief system, and do it. Another factor is overwhelming nature of juggling multiple roles. Mm, oh my God. Oh my God. Did I just say that? Which is common reality of many women in leadership. The pressure to excel in both professional and personal spheres can lead to burnout and consequently procrastination. What? Developing a clear sense of priorities, and sense of realistic goals can alleviate this burden. By focusing on what truly matters, we can make more informed decisions about where to allocate our time and energy. Right on it. I can do many things, but each one of those things I do have a time slot in my schedule. Many Everything that I do have a time slot. Me doing this show, I do it on Wednesdays and Saturdays. On Saturdays at 7:30 and on Wednesdays at 7 o'clock. Because after 7 o'clock, once I finish with this show, I have another show I do. I have a podcast that I do. So this is the reason why this show is at 7 o'clock. Another one's at 7:30. Those are time slots. Those are time blocks that I use. Now, on Thursday, I have another show I do, which is on public access. And that's Thursday at 7 o'clock. That's a time block for my Thursdays. Also on Wednesday, not only do I do two shows, this show and another show, earlier in the day, I do my readings, my tarot readings. I do two, one back to back, one on here on my YouTube channel, Queen Universal, and then I have a Facebook channel I use, which is called Black Queens Reading. So that's mainly how my week is set up. And then on Fridays, because we do my podcast Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So the only days that I really don't have a lot to do on is Tuesday. But that's the day that I prep myself for everything else I have to do for the rest of the week. I mean, I'm just saying, those are time blocks. Those are different things that I do. And I have to understand that they have to be done. Because if I don't, I will procrastinate. If I feel overwhelmed, I totally agree with this. I will definitely procrastinate. But once you become disciplined and once you stay focused and you see the results of this, then you no longer have a need to want to procrastinate. You know, it comes every now and then. Additionally, societal stereotypes often impose unrealistic expectations on melanated women, leading to feeling inadequacies. We feel like we're not enough. When we internalize these stereotypes, it can result in a self-doubt and procrastination, which is essential to challenge. It is essential, to challenge these narratives by affirming our capabilities and celebrating our achievements. Creating a supportive community that uplifts and encourages also play a vital role in combating these negative thoughts. Okay? Finally, it says cultivating a self-awareness is key to understanding to understanding our procrastination tendencies. Regularly reflecting on our behavior and triggers can help identify patterns that lead to delays. By establishing healthy routines and implementing time management techniques tailored for melanated female entrepreneurs, we can counteract procrastination. Embracing our unique experiences allows us to transform procrastination into a proactive steps toward our goals, paving the way for success in our leadership journeys. So all these things that we can make happen, we pay attention to our triggers, pay attention to the things that frustrate us, pay attention to the things that have been able to make us feel inadequate, right? Um, and that would help us not feel the way that we feel about making things happen in our lives, especially again when we talk about goals and being successful. Now, let's talk a little bit about strategies to combat procrastination. Procrastination can often feel like an insurmountable hurdle, especially for melanated. Let me see if I can move this. I'm sorry. Especially for melanated women in leadership roles in entrepreneurship. It is crucial to recognize the root causes of procrastination. This can stem from fear of failure. We talked about that. Perfectionism, or simply feeling overwhelmed. By identifying these triggers, one can begin to develop effective strategies to combat them and take charge of their time management more successfully. So when you cross out or mark out the things that you're not afraid of, you're not afraid of a fear of failure. You think about trying to be perfect, which we cannot be. Okay, and just feeling like you're doing too much, because I've been there. When I get like that, I crash out, and I when I feel like I'm all over the place and I'm doing 500 things at one time, I really, 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 really don't do. I get crazy. So this is the reason why now I don't do all those things. I stop them. I will completely let them go. If I feel like they're overwhelming and they're not moving my goalposts, definitely I will stop doing it. Okay, so strategies to combat procrastination. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm trying to go back. Another powerful technique is to establish clear deadlines for yourself. That's right, even if they are self imposed, right? Setting specific timelines create a sense of urgency and accountability. Remember, we're talking about priority, what's important, what's not important. Remember, we talked about the time, what the Eisenhower matrix, right? We talked about that, right? Considering using tools like digital calendars, right? Or task management apps, yes, to keep track of your deadlines, ensuring that you stay focused and organized. As a melanated woman in a leadership role, the ability to prioritize tasks effectively is essential for both personal and professional life. So you have to, and because we're talking time management, we're talking about having a system in place that keeps us on our toes when it comes to deadlines. Creating a dedicated workspace can also significantly reduce procrastination. A well organized, inspiring environment encourages productivity and helps you focus on the task at hand. Now, I showed you guys earlier, I didn't show it to you, but how I've renewed, I had to get some space. I even, and look, let me tell you something. Um, Miss Lady is over in this corner now, right over here for right now. I moved her from this corner right here. Um, I will be bringing her back, but she's over in that corner right now because she needed a break away from me. No, I just thought I needed to move her for a minute, kind of move her around, get a little space, like right. And so I did my thing. I cleansed. I did it. I did what I needed to do, and now it's airy in here, very airy in here, because it's needed, you know. And making sure I'm putting everything in its place, because that space is so important, and it makes you want to come in here and actually do something. I came here this morning. I was looking around. I was like, just something ain't right. So I said, you know what I'll do? I'll take down my projector, because I had a projector in here. I said, I'll take all that down, pull up the tripod, just do a whole tripod, do a whole different thing. So I did it, and it's so, I mean, like, it feels so good in here. So now I come in here and I don't feel so bogged down, because that's what you have to do. Remember, I told you last time I had I put it together, but I wasn't happy with it. It wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. Now I feel much better. I feel a lot better now that I got it like this. So yeah, um, I'm happier. And there's nothing wrong with that. Changing things when you think you have it going on, then you find yourself having to change things again. It's all right. It's nothing wrong with it. So creating a dedicated workspace can also significantly reduce procrastination. A well-organized and inspiring environment encourages productivity and helps you to focus on tasks at hand. Ensure your workspace reflects your identity and aspirations, incorporating elements that motivate and uplift you. This personal touch can transform your work area into a sanctuary of creativity. What you guys also can see on my table is I have a candle. I have my altar, because I do have an altar, and this is, I keep my mom's picture on my altar. I have a wind bowl. I have my bell. I have my different stones, um, and I have my sage. So I have those things there for my concentration and for my meditation. Okay. Um, and again, like I said, and I have my Florida water. Okay. So when I need to do my thing with it, I do my thing with it. Okay. Um, So, and it really does. It feels so much better. It does. I'm not lying. It does. Okay. So finally, it says self care cannot be overlooked in this journey. So just remember, you need to take care of yourself in the process too. Momentum is sustained by maintaining our well being, both mentally and physically. Prioritizing self care routines ensure that we remain energized and focused on our objectives. When we take care of ourselves, we are better equipped to lead, inspire, and take decisive action toward our aspirations. So, as you can see, she is in her garden. Okay. She's dressed in yellow and she's in her garden. Some things that we can do to relaxation, right? Okay. So, this is chapter 6. I'm going to stop here because I'm not going to I don't want to overwhelm you with a lot of that at one time. Um, So these are very short chapters, so we're almost done with this book. And then over here, I will start my other book, and then I will take this book over to my other show that I do. But so I'm excited. So what I need to do is I need to put together a worksheet and put it together and add it to these books, to this book, so that we'll be doing a worksheet um, for this book that we can go over. Wow, we finished in approximately 35 minutes. We finished that part. That was not long. And that's fine. Look, I'm looking forward to us doing a lot of things. But before we go, I want to take you some, okay? I want to take you somewhere else. I want to take you to our website because I don't think I shared our website on here. So let me pull up our website. I don't know where that came from. So I'm going to come out of there. Okay, so let's go to our website. Okay, okay, that's not where I wanted to go. Mm-hmm. Okay, just in case you don't know the name of our website, it's called youcan'tclipmywings.com. Um, so let's put it on the screen so you can see it, and we're going to go through it a little bit. Okay, so here is our website. So let's go over it. The mission statement is You Can't Clip My Wings exists to empower melanated women to reclaim their beauty, voice, and legacy through unapologetic coaching, vintage inspiring fashion, inclusive skincare, and radical storytelling. We turn transparency into ritual, resilience into radiance, and every product into a protest against indivisibility. We don't follow trends, we build altars, right? So it says empowerment coaching for women who refuses to shrink, Ebony Elixir skincare, which is a skincare, truth in every drop, and then Vita One collection, which is our clothing line, is confidence is seasonless. Okay? Unleash your best and do it loudly. Okay? So that is the beginning, the about us. And then this right here is our store. I don't know why my store is in between my about, but that's all right. The home page, I'm sorry. So this is a book we're working out of right here. This is the book we're working out of right here. And this is the one that I'm working with on my other page right here. Okay. I'm working out of this book on my show that comes on Thursdays. But here we're working out of this book right here, right now. Now, this is our clothing line. This is our skincare line. Okay. And these are the other ebooks and coloring. This is a coloring book. This is an ebook. Actually, I've done this book already. I've done this book over on my other the empowerment talk show, Empower Her talk show. I've already done this book right here. These are journals. They all blank page journals that are available. Okay. And that is our shop. Um, oops. Then we're going to go over here. Um, then we're going to go over here, and this is just about me. Meets Coach Salida McCall, a multi-talented woman who wears many hats. She's a mother, veteran, wife, author, activist, podcaster, talk show host, a tarot reader, and entrepreneur, right? With her diverse skill set, passion for making a difference, Coach Salida inspires many. Follow her journey as she continues to make waves in various industries. So, this is just me, okay? Um, so this is our booking. Okay. This is my empowerment coaching booking and our tarot reading booking. So if you want to book any of these, just hit me up and we can definitely get that done. Okay. Now this is join us. Okay. Join our movement. This is where all our blogs are. Okay. Our blogs are here. Let's see what this one says. Transformative power of a blank journal, creating journaling moments. Oh, that's good. Let's see. Um, I love this. So this is some great information if you wanted to journal. I need to do some things here. This just remind me of something I need to do. Ah, okay. Um, but yeah, so it's very, I mean, different, great information on here. Um, then over here, this is where our videos are. Okay. Um, this is where the Empower Her talk show, definitely on here. As you see, here's one of them right here. There's another one. This is interviews I've done with people. Um, see? And right here is our You Are Loved. Now, this is no longer, now we're in the repurpose phrase. So I've already done phase, that is, I've already done all these. So these are my podcast I had called You Are Loved, doing the same thing I'm doing here. So I've been doing this for a minute. Okay. I'm just saying, I've been doing this for a minute. So yeah, so this is all dedicated to empowering you guys. This right here is just another shop. I don't know how I got two more shops, but that's what that is. Let me make sure. Yeah, so this is the shop, and I think I wound up doing this. I don't know what happened, but I'll have to go and fix that. But anyway, so this is our website. Very much easy to go into, easy to look at, not making it hard for anybody. Okay, so if you want to check it out, it's called youcan'tclipmywings.com. Do that. Um, but that's the website. And let's see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's the website. And I love what we do here. I really do. And I'm going to continue doing it as long as I can. Okay. That's all I can tell you guys. As long as I'm able to do this, I'm going to be doing this. Okay. So I am going to go ahead and let you guys go. I want to say thank you for hanging out with me here. I hope you've learned something. I hope I don't. I'm bringing you some information that will help you move forward and what you need to do for yourself, because that's what this is all about. And definitely check out any shows that's on this YouTube channel, because this YouTube channel is for you guys. Check out any shows you need to check out. Anything that you need um, to know, just hit me up. I will definitely share that information with you. Okay? So you guys have a great evening, and bye-bye.